Adalia, what's going best right now from this team on the 2-0 start?
I would just say the chemistry. Like, we know each other, playing well, and us being a veteran team, I feel like that really helps us on the floor. But I just feel so connected out there, and I feel like that definitely helped us a lot.
What kind of boost did you get from that Florida State win?
Yeah, a lot of boost. I feel like it could have been surprising to a lot of people, but for us, we were very confident. We knew we could do it, and I feel like it just brings more confidence to us and just helps us to know that what we're doing is working.
I feel like last year maybe that's a game you lose, just not shooting the ball like you were, but to be able to pull it out, what does that maybe say about this team and what you guys have been able to grow from?
Yeah, I just feel like we showed what we have in us, that grit, that push through, and I feel like we definitely built off the WBIT tournament, just the perseverance, and I feel like we showed that game.
We've talked a lot about your defense for the last couple of games, but offensively, has your confidence at all grown in your ability to get to the rim?
Yeah, it has a lot. I feel like my coaches and team has done a really good job with just preparing me and just being more controlled and balanced on my finishing and just growing my confidence in that way, because I always say, I want to be a help to the team in any way I can. And I know that's on defense. That's, my responsibility, but also being a threat on offense, too, is a lot of help.
How did you build that throughout the offseason?
I would just say a lot of faith. I feel like growing closer to God has helped my confidence in my game. And also just repetition. Coach Green always says repetition leads to confidence, and just reminding myself that I'm here for a reason, I have this gift for a reason, and not being so hard on myself.
I know you've always been a strong player, and that's been part of your game, but do you feel like, is it fair to say at this point you're kind of pairing your strength and that confidence better than you had previously?
Yes, for sure. I feel like I've always had that strength and play with aggression, but I feel like I kind of capped my potential because I wasn't as confident. So now being confident and having that strength, I feel more free out there.
It looks like the game has slowed down for you. Is that true in the sense, especially with your layups, that you're just kind of taking more time to make sure you get them taken care of?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely feel like the game has slowed down. I feel like what also helped is film. Just seeing how I finish, seeing my attacks and drive and building my IQ, that definitely has helped a lot with me.
Was there an emphasis too, maybe in the gym off season, that you worked on to maybe work on that driving and the strength around the rim that you kind of talked about too as well?
Yeah, literally just working on lifts, but actually having people guard and have contact, getting hit with the pad and stuff, that definitely helps with just confidence when you're finishing with contact. That definitely helps in the game, and it's easier in the game because you're not getting knocked up as that.
No disrespect to EIU or any upcoming opponents, but they're not same caliber as what you started. It's kind of a reverse, schedule-wise, what you've had past few careers. Has there been any talk about no letdown here in terms of how you prepare?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we prepare the same way for every team. Before the state, the same way we prepare with the intensity and focus, same way we prepare for Marquette, and the same way we are preparing for Eastern Illinois. And I feel like that helps with perspective because anybody can win and anybody can lose, right? And we're playing at the highest level. So having that confident but humble perspective.
Is there something different in how you guys have started games, whether or not the shots have fallen in, but these first two games, how you've approached the start of the first quarter compared to other games, or last season, I mean?
Yeah, I would say just the composure that we have. I feel like we stay poised no matter what happens, and I feel like we just started off strong offensively, but also our defense. I feel like we're putting a lot of emphasis on defense because I feel like last year when our offense wasn't going well, our defense went down. But now we're going to start strong with defense, and that fuels our offense.
What's been maybe the key for that team growth on the defensive side, just to have it this early in the season as well?
Yeah, Coach Green always talks about playing on the string and 5 people guarding the ball. So we never want to leave each other on an island. And defense, we love it, and it's a huge part of our game. So just having that and being connected with it, that helps us win our games.
Kendall said something interesting, when Gretchen came back after the summer, it was just kind of a different person. Do you remember what you thought when you first saw the beginning of sophomore year, Gretchen?
Yeah, freshman Gretchen, she was just quiet. She worked hard but quiet, and I feel like this year she has more of a presence, being more aggressive offensively, and her defense has grown a lot. So I feel like more confident, she's more confident now, and just seeing her game come together, she's gonna be really scary in her senior year for sure.
There's so many